What is wrong with you guys? When is this gonna end?
Adventures of Mel Farr, Superstar.
Hit me up for we're celebrating our 9th anniversary with our famous $99 down sale on all 1985 Tempos in stock. So why drive your old sled when $99 down buys you this 1985 Tempo for only $43 per week? That's right, $43 per week. Those deals don't have $99 down sale, offer service midnight, and they cannot find you.
Greenfield and 10 Mile.
My name's Buddy.
Big doings in the Surface Noise universe. New sponsor. Welcome Mel Farr to the Familia. Mel Farr will get you a car by the bar. Oh, tremendous. Oh, no.
Write that down.
Yeah, that's right. The rhyming is key. The rhyming is key. Sold you a lemon that cannot be possible. Mel Farr would not go to those lengths. He doesn't even like fruit. He doesn't like limes, lemons, oranges. No way. Well, another wonderful Thursday, fellas. Let's see who is joining us in the land of Surface Noise before we get started. We've got Mark, Project Gemini is here. Mark Anthony, hello. I wish you would have seen our show about Record Store Day. I'm really curious what you think about the Bruce Kulick. I'll never be able to pronounce. You know who I'm talking about? That guy. I'm curious, Mark, what you think about that Record Store Day release. I'm sure you'll be getting it. The Breakfast King of Loyola, Mr. Tariff himself. I think saw some comms that he got hit with a nice tariff bill for some overseas purchases of records. So, Paul, my condolences, thoughts and prayers. Wyoming Dave is here. Hello, Dave. I know if I don't say hi to you, you get worried. So, Dave, I'm saying hi. I see you. I acknowledge you. We got Vinyl Kicks 86. Good evening. Good evening, sir. Christopher. Good evening, sir. Dagon. Hey, if you want to see some really interesting music, go over to Dagon's channel. Putting out some good. He puts out like these AI videos, high class. And I think even he had a guest star in his Buddy Cop production of Breakfast King of Loyola. So if you're curious what Paul looks like, there you go. It's as close as you're going to get. Unless you're like a VIP and he comes to your city and then you literally hog tie him to meet up with you. It's the only way you can see him in the flesh. That's what I basically did. I threatened with blackmail, and that's how it worked. Richard's Vinyl Tap House, hello. Good evening. Yeah, it's starting. That's right. Chasing Records, good evening, sir. Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Chilled Pint. I don't see you here too often. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Alan Always. Mr. Mail himself. Good evening, Alan. Good to see you, sir. Peter is here. Hello. Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem. This is Kendall. Back when you could trust a used car salesman. That's right. Far, they broke the mold. I have another one in the chamber for a future episode. It's not Mel Farr. It's quite the spectacle. We're vetting out new sponsors. We're all about this is Shillfest 2026. No apologies. If you want to send a dono, that's one thing. What do you guys think about this? What if we entice people? We will guarantee read your question if you put money in the chat. I know there's other channels that do this. I don't know if I want to do it, but I'm not running away from it. Especially as the check has not cleared for Mel Farr just yet. He said to hold it for 15 days and then ask my bank to hold it another 15 days. So I don't know. What does that mean?
I mean, considering Arnaldo's salary, I think we have to, figure something out.
I didn't want to make it uncomfortable, but yes, like we need more sponsor deals. Like the Kaopectate thing fell through. Cialis and Viagra have not called. Surprisingly, they have not called us back. It's just not going well. And so we got to take them where we can get them. Or now I was on mute.
Yes, I'm on mute. Sorry. Maybe you could raffle a record for the pool of entries.
I mean, that's one way.
You can raffle off a record.
I mean, it could work. That's a good fundraising technique. Candy bars. I thought about like getting some candy bars, maybe some good candy. That usually works as a good fundraiser.
Or just go right to Cialis.
Well, that's what I'm waiting for, Adam. As soon as Cialis calls, I don't need to do all this parlor trick stuff. No candy fundraisers. No.
It's probably cheaper than records anyway. If you want to just
gotta be.
I feel like we're the wrong stream for Cialis. I'm just throwing that out there.
Is there a wrong stream for Cialis? Question mark.
What about Concert Buddy and Arnaldo meet and greets at record conventions? Photo ops, autographs.
Oh, autographs things. Yes.
The slab at the table. I bet you we get more traffic than them.
I'd have to put down a policy not too close. I'll take a picture with you, but I got to stay seated behind the table, and I'll do one of those, right? You know, like when you go to those things.
You'll be behind the curtain.
Yeah, I'll pull my face out like Nicholson in The Shining. That'll be a great photo op. Yes.
No, I said that because several years ago when I went to Comic-Con, and they have meet and greet with certain celebrities.
Sure.
And I forgot his name. Like almost everyone is out in the open. You can see them, right?
Sean Astin. I think Sean Astin's at every panel there is.
Yeah, he goes usually. But the guy who played the Emperor, what's his name?
Palpatine.
Star Wars.
That actor, I couldn't tell. Yeah,
that actor. He was the only one behind the curtain. Like you couldn't even see him unless you paid. You could not even see him from far away. So you'll be behind the curtain. Chance.
Well, I hope so. And here, Record Collector News. Jim is here. We have a new. Hang on, Jim. Watch this. In real time, we have a new issue. Record Collector News came to me today. But Jim is leading us to
these posts, unfortunately.
So there's a new ED for men. My cock's a flapping. It's buying ads. Hang on. Is it Jim? Is it in this one? Because I have not had the opportunity. Something to look forward to.
Speaking of that, did you hear Mike from the In Grooves story about what's his name? Miguel?
No.
Oh my God. I shouldn't even be the one to tell it. You have to go watch his video this week, his new release video. He tells the story about his concert experience with that.
So it's the artist Miguel?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I could be misquoting.
It's not like an employee named Miguel. I just want to be clear. I don't want to okay.
Nope. This was and it involved that, my cock's a flapping. So you can.
Ooh.
It's right out of I'll let him tell the story because it's a good one.
All right. Well, Mike, it's a cheap plug. I know you watch every week religiously. I know you don't comment because you don't want to draw attention to yourself. I get it. It's okay. Yeah. But yeah, cheap plug.
Chance, you got a promo code for a RCN subscription? What's up?
Oh, working on it. That's a great idea. Actually, that's a great idea.
Sponsorship right there.
Our compadre Jason Rojas was going to be here. Not here, as you can see, but here's a cheap plug. Hey, y'all. See, he only adopts this accent. He pretends to be a Texan when he's plugging something. Hey, y'all, if you're in Atlanta this weekend, he'll be at Atlanta Vinyl Con, cheap plug, with his friends at tables D13 through D14. Tell him Surface Noise sent you. That's funny.
10% off all records.
10% off all records, tables D13, D14. Don't let him try to sell you the Beatles box set. Okay, like this. I'm gonna cut that shit off. Oh yeah, Ian. There you go, Ian McDiarmid. There you go. Thank you, Alan. Yes, that is the Emperor. All right. Well, this is Surface Noise. Welcome, one and all, even the Bleach Boys. I know you're watching. Thank you for joining. We've got a power pack presentation for you. Running a little light. Jason, as we just talked about, is on his way to VinylCon in Atlanta to rob them from them records, but also selling records, it seems like. Bonger said he would be here, is not here. So we'll see what happens. It's always a surprise. The helicopter might have run out of fuel. You know, he's an international super duper star, so he may make a late appearance. And then Bianco's traveling. Bianco may make an appearance too, but we've got a great pinch hitter. Let's do some introductions and we'll get into this week's program. I got to start with the highest paid member of the day is first, because as I was reminded by our legal department last week, I am not introducing him first, and I'm in violation of Section 3, Clause 4. He must be introduced first. It's Arnaldo. The channel is Fidelios_frequency. Good evening, Arnaldo.
Good evening, Concert Buddy, Adam, and Chris. How y'all doing tonight? And everyone in the chat gallery.
Doing good, doing good. And then his tag team partner from the Empire State, not the Garden State, the Empire State. We will never make that mistake again here on Surface Noise. It is, some call him the Groove Seeker, some call him Mr. Fish. We learned last week that he goes by another alias, just Seeker. It's the Seeker. It's Groove Seeker Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Chance, Adam, Arnaldo, the chat, of course. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome one, welcome all. And then, you already heard me. This is third time, Adam? This third time you've been on the program?
I think so.
Excellent. Well, you haven't scared him off yet. It's Adam, friend of the show. He has a channel called The Freight. He has a band called The Freight over my shoulder. Tales of Maybe right over there. Working on new music. Maybe we'll get into that. Maybe we won't. But Adam, welcome back to Surface Noise.
Thank you so much for having me. Love being here.
We needed 3 East Coasters and a Midwest schlub. So I think we're doing well. I need Jose to bring me a little bit more of Central Territory-ish.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens.
All good.
Vinyl Latte is here. Good evening, Louie. How are you? Hope things are okay. I know you had some stuff going on. Thinking about you, my friend. Terry, Tap Records. I think Jason's going to rendezvous with you in Atlanta. Terry, hope you're well as well. The Doctor, talk about a Surface Noise super duper star. The Doctor joined us not too long ago. Recently,
Yep.
Made his maiden voyage. He was doing the rounds though. Like, I was glad he joined us, but he had already mucked up the waters on VC Social Club, and so we got him on the rebound. We call that sloppy seconds, and I don't know what happened there, because really contractually we debut the talent, and then they go to VC Social Club and just let loose. Right. So he did the other way. But then again, we haven't had Dark Dom on. Like, I'm working on getting Dark Dom. I don't want Nice Dom, not the guy I met at the record shows Dom. I want Dark Dom. So I'm holding out for Dark Dom to appear with us one of these days. We'll see how it goes. Well, as the show of talking records, we got to get into record talk. It is time for current events. As I cue that wonderful, wonderful bumper. Here we go.
I've got news for you.
We do have news for you. We do believe in sustainability here on Surface Noise, and one of those key tenets is talking about the same topic week after week after week. So in the spirit of what we do best, recycling things, current events, big drop today, announced Vinyl File. We'll get into this a little bit. Vinyl File formally announced their next releases. The least I could do for the folks watching at home while we do this presentation to show these records one at a time. We'll start with, I know I sent David Bianco this one. I knew he was really excited. Probably didn't even know about it, but he needs another copy of Dreamboat Annie. And Vinyl File heard him loud and clear. Part Dreamboat Annie coming at you. $40, retail $39.98, and this one is ready to ship today. So I know David already ordered it. I had an exchange with him earlier. Guys, is this something that you may pick up? I mean, there's so many options. There's the mobile fidelity. There's an original. I'm sure there's others. Now Vinyl File has thrown their hat in this ring. Groove Seeker, this has got your name all over it. How many copies did you order?
Are we live right now? I my take on this. I did not order any. If I have trouble sleeping, maybe I'll order a copy, but I'm good.
Oh no, Crazy on You. That's not like one of your driving songs. Like, you get in traffic and there's that one chucklehead and you go right to that your 14 disc changer, disc 7, track 3, and you put Crazy on You on, and you just get through it. No, okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I love this series, by the way, but not this title.
Well, I got to be honest, guys. I haven't bought one of these yet. I haven't bought because I still the stank of the name. I don't know how I feel about vinyl file. It's questionable. But here's what happened. This other release I'm going to talk about in a second. It interests me. So let me pull down the curtain on. Arnold, I'm sorry. You're probably getting this guy. You're getting Dreamboat Annie, right? I mean, it's safe to say, or no?
I don't own the album. At all.
Great entry point. Here's a great entry point for you.
Yeah, I'll wait for David's shootout. I'm sure he'll do a shootout.
David will. Yes, good call.
And will advise me whether I should save my money or get a different copy.
Doing it smart. I like that.
It does have 2 great songs on it. So.
Oh yeah, Crazy on You, Magic Man is on that one. Yeah, it's good. All right. Well, the other title that got released. Hang on, I have it all queued up. And this is the one we did talk about. I think it was last week on the program. Jellyfish, Spilt Milk, now on 2 discs. 2 discs for the low price, $54.98. And so this, ladies and germs, is the first vinyl file that I've purchased. And here's why. Because I was one of the fools that got that last Universal reissue that sounded like, to quote John Bong, dog shit. And so as part of that journey, and you know how this goes, guys, because I made a new friend online who sold me an original copy recently, and I say recently, last week. And so wouldn't you know?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wouldn't you know, here's another reissue that would have been a fraction of the price. So,
oh, dude, that's funny.
That's how it goes, Adam. As soon as you track down an original and you're satisfied, here's another opportunity to spend money. So
that's a nice little pricey one too, right? For an OG.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you not see the hint that they gave last week?
This deal was already in process, Arnaldo, and so I like I said, made a nice new friend. I've bought a couple records. Maybe I'll talk about them.
I heard it sounds great though. Did you listen to it yet? The original.
The original is very nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. So I am satisfied with the original, but then as we are obsessives and as we tend to do, I had to get this vinyl file, and I'm going to blame somebody on the dais because, again, here's my first purchase from the Vinyl File series. And then I saw the shipping charges. And the shipping charges for one record, not great. I'm just going to be honest. No. Not great. So
very annoying.
We call that in corporate America opportunity for improvement. So Universal, hear me. So I ordered another record. And I'm going to let you guess. So our panelist, our guest panelist tonight, he used those influencer muscles and influenced me. And then there's another upstart named Norman Maslofov. I don't know if you've heard this channel, Mosey's Music. Between Adam and, I'm just kidding, Norman Maslow, between these two, they have programmed it in my brain that I had to get the Erykah Badu. So I have the Erykah Badu Mama's Gun and this copy and free shipping. What say you?
Reissue of the year.
Really?
Oh, you got it too, Chris? You ended up getting it.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Poor Arnaldo had to hear me for 45 minutes explain my love for that record.
You haven't really told me which one you prefer. We can get into it later.
We can get into it. I listened to both a lot the past week.
Well, great. We have a new segment debuting. Maybe that's where we can debut the new segment. Chris, you look at this. This is Surface Noise Synergy is just running off the chain.
I think that record is fantastic. I did not have a vinyl copy to compare it to, but
speaking of the Erykah Badu, you mean?
Awesome. Yeah. It's awesome, dude. I thought it was great.
Well,
it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me that the reissue of that record is actually raising awareness to people. Like they didn't know about it when it came out. It actually makes me sad a little bit.
Yeah, even our friends at the music store didn't know that Erykah Badu was on their label.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Oh, now Alan, this is tough. This is tough to hear. He says, "I bet there are 50 copies of Dreamboat Annie at High Fidelity in Amityville." Well, maybe.
And the original Dreamboat Annie is killer.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm gonna be honest. Just about any Heart record is good. I think the Wilson
Yeah,
sisters are slept on. Like
they're well recorded band,
well recorded,
yeah.
great musicianship. I mean, awesome. So I think that's one of the big crimes is we don't talk about Heart enough. We talk about wearing our heart on the sleeve, but we talk about Heart the band enough. It's unbelievable. So anyway, so back to Jellyfish. Anyone else partaking in some spilt milk?
I pre-ordered it.
I'm going to see if I could pick it up at the store because, again, paying, what is it, $10 for shipping?
Yeah, it's like $12.99
Yeah,
or something.
It's even more? No, forget it.
Yeah.
So if they manage to stock it at the store, then I'll pick it up there.
What's the free shipping? What's the free shipping threshold on UMG? 99?
I believe it's 99 because once I ordered both of these, then here came free shipping situation. So it was all.
I hate that. You get to a point where it's like you just wait and just order bulk. But yeah, is it cheaper in the stores, Arnaldo, or is it the same retail price? Yeah,
it's the same price.
Unbelievable. I can't believe Alex is here. Beer and Vinyl. He says it should be Dreamboat Nancy. She's the one that gets me wet. Alex, there are children watching the show. I'm going to let them figure that out because of the power of the internet. But yes, Nancy Wilson, delightful. Hang on a second. Now, see, is this Dark Dom? Seeking a Thread Dom is here. He said he got free shipping at $50. What magic, what sorcery are you using on this website to get the free shipping at $50?
Maybe it's a reward thing.
Oh, it could be.
So I found out because I get dollars on Blue Note every time I spend, and then I found out that those dollars carry over to the UMG site. Obviously, it's same company, which is pretty sweet. So I don't know. I guess they have some stuff going on there. But even on Blue Note, I don't think it's $50 for free shipping. Is that a promo code, Dom?
Yeah, Dom, give us your secrets. Like,
what the hell?
Don't be a sorcerer in the dark. I know Dark Dom.
Maybe it's because that wouldn't make sense. I was going to say maybe it's like if it's just over 50, but when you put 2 records in, it's like almost 100 anyway. But that never mind. What I'm saying doesn't make sense. It's not like if it's just over 50 or you get to 100. Do you know what I'm saying? 2 records is close enough to 100. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder.
Hang on, is this that Scott Steiner math at 33%?
Yeah, that's not my thing. I hate math.
I get it. Hey, I'm a liberal arts guy. I can appreciate it.
Chance, I think they bamboozled you because I'm just going through the checkout and it says free shipping over $50.
Oh boy.
Email.
No.
Sorry.
Oh no. Well.
Well, Dark Dom looks like Dark Dom revealed himself to get the discount.
Oh, hang on a second. What? Hang on. Let's see. Where's the sorcery? Oh, hang on. Here it is. Dark Dom says, nah, just the Badu. Haven't gotten into Jellyfish. I threatened them, Chance. Told them Arnaldo would come make an example of one of the clerks if they didn't. That's it.
See?
Done.
Imagine what we can get from Rough Trade.
Rough Trade's going to give us promo records. We're going to be sleeping on promo copies, guys. It's amazing. We're literally strong-arming these people. Oh, no. Pete, music in the house. Maybe Chance bought from the UK site. No. Oh, my gosh. Now I've got me really, my neuroses is taking over.
Are the vinyl files available in stores or are they website exclusive?
D2C.
Okay. Chris, are you sleeping when I talk?
Yeah, sometimes, man. Come on. No. I know. No, available in the UMG store. I know that.
Oh yes. No, the other stores. No.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking. I heard you there.
Hang on, Al Pacino. What did you
say? Shame on you.
That's right. Shame on you. Piss off Al Pacino.
Taking this shit. I'm not taking this shit just because you make more money than me on this panel. That's ridiculous.
Arnaldo, is it time? Chris, I think we're going to debut a new clip. You ready? This is for you.
Shame!
Unbelievable. Well, anyway, got that coming. I now have an original spilt milk. I actually have both of the Jellyfish originals, so I'm happy.
I tell you what, dude. I think the Vinyl File series. The name is stupid, but the series, the is really good. I think I have like 4 maybe, and they've all been really, really good.
Now, hang on. Kendall says that Lunchbox Records, Charlotte area, has a couple. So I'm wondering how that is, because my understanding is it's D2C. So I don't know if maybe some of the titles with a little bit of extra inventory, maybe those become, it's similar to what Rhino did. Remember Rhino launched the high fidelity, D2C only, and then magically a couple of titles came out. Arnaldo's trying to not to yawn, and I can appreciate that. But but no, Rhino did not. It's D2C only, and then magically they start showing up in stores, and you know how that works. Hang on a second. Chasing Records asks, is anyone getting the Jimmy Eat World release from there? From there, do you mean Universal? Because I don't believe there's a vinyl file. I mean, Bleed American? That would be fantastic. I'd be all over that.
What is it, like a box set or something?
Could be. Chase, tell us in the comments below. All right, so back to current events. And again, recycling. This is sustainability initiative, guys. Recycling topics. Another current event that I think people will like to hear about. We talked about this maybe a month ago. You know him, you love him. Pittsburgh George is back in the news. This was the story that I believe it's Philadelphia Music on Discogs was helping liquidate some of these records from the Pittsburgh George collection. And from that, it's a lot of jazz records. I think they did a drop literally the Friday after we talked about it. Round 2 is up. And I don't know if it's up just yet, but it's up tomorrow at least. I believe they did it at noon Eastern last time on the Friday. I would expect the same to be going on this time. But I don't know. I mean, Seeker, you and I talked about this when those titles came out. Some nice pieces, but nothing that I pulled the trigger. Did you buy any of these?
Breaking news. We got a dono.
Oh, my God. Holy shit.
Wow.
This is what we're talking about. Here we go. Shillfest 2026, well underway. Guys, I don't even know what to say. Hang on.
Oh, my.
Oh, my is right, George Decay. Thank you. Music in the house. This is Pete. A little something for the shipping. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Yes. This is follow Pete's lead. Help me buy more of the records I already have in duplicate and triplicate, especially when I buy originals and don't realize that the reissue is literally right behind it. So, Pete, thank you.
What you think for shipping when you shouldn't.
Now that's one minute of Arnaldo's time we have covered now for $9.99.
Thank goodness. I don't have to go see that bankruptcy attorney until next week. Now this is fantastic.
Shitty. I didn't know that they were doing a part 2. Although it kind of makes sense because the guy had what 75,000
70,000 records was the was advertised. So yeah, I don't think they could drop all those. Philadelphia Music does a ton of volume on Discogs, but it's I don't know.
So is it? Do you think that they released all the high end stuff in the first drop, or do you think there's more? Are they going to stagger the big dogs?
I don't know. I mean, I think some of these were some of the titles still open. I think Love Supreme, the mono, is one of the titles. Now, a lot of these, if you go and look, I think it's Philadelphia Music, and you look at Pittsburgh George as like a search tag or string, you'll pull those titles. And a lot of them, from my recollection, were BG, VG, right? And again, these are jazz, a lot of blue notes. So, I mean, not surprising, but a lot of writing on the covers, that kind of thing. But I don't know anybody personally that ordered anything from them. I know JBL Frank was in here that day. We did the official talk, and he said I think he bought some stuff from the direct garage of this George fellow. But I don't know. So if you're into jazz.
What's the Love Supreme going for? What's it say? I can't see it.
Well, 150, but hang on, we're gonna click.
What is it? A G, like a G plus?
I think it's a repress. If it's
this is some nonsense. Yeah, this isn't the George stuff. Those links. See, if Discogs was smart, Discogs would have direct links for existing inventory. But again, it's Discogs. So what do you expect?
No,
I think Jason bought like a soul record or something. But I was looking. I just filtered on near mint and went to like the cheaper stuff, and it was nothing like mind blowing. But some of the jazz, I thought some of the jazz was a little bit crazy on the top end. I get why they're doing it, but
sure,
it's a little wild.
Well, as the saying goes, there's somebody out there that'll pay for it, and if they don't, you can always take the price down. But Dom said that drop was not that hot. Not that.
What do you get a guy that has everything?
Yeah, that's true. Dom's coming from a powerful position. Where he is, he's just doing upgrades and like the stuff that even the artist didn't even know they put out. Like he's that
Yeah.
inside. He's like, oh yeah, Karen Dalton, you don't remember you released this? I know she died, but you know, he's reminding her, yeah, this is your album, girl. But,
I heard they're releasing that unreleased Coltrane tape in the fall, and I actually think it came from Dom's archive. That's the Universal got hold of it. So
excellent. I like what you did there. That's good. Anyway, well, Music in House, thank you for the donate. It is appreciated. I joke, but appreciate it. And matter of fact, I don't know if I can talk about it, but Pete does have a project, which hopefully we can debut it when it's ready, about a Discogs kind of record collecting tool he's been fine tuning. Sorry, I hope that's okay for me to say. He asked me to beta test it. So I'm sure I'm not the only one, but when it's ready, we'll have you back on. We'll have you up here. So anyway, any other news that I'm missing, guys? I think those are the big hitters. I mean, obviously we could go back to the well and Record Store Day. I don't think we're ready yet. I don't want to prove Stunty's prediction right and say that we are a week away from talking about Record Store Day again. So anything else top of mind that I'm missing, guys?
yeah, 2 quick hitters. Fish is going on tour. Enough said. And I saw the IVC release. Did you see this today, Chance?
I did. Lisa Loeb. That's right. Lisa Loeb.
I thought that's the one, right? That's her.
No, that's
not.
That's her actual. Yeah, I think it's Strays. It's her. So remember, Storytime kids. She released that song "Stay" without a record deal. She was actually a neighbor to Ethan Hawke, I think it was.
Yes.
So got the song on the Reality Bites soundtrack without a record deal, which is pretty impressive. Blows up. I think it was a #1 song. And then it was a bidding war for her services. And so, yeah, Tales. Thank you, Vinyl Kicks. Tales was her debut album.
Okay.
With, I think, if I remember correctly, the big commercial song was I Do, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, yes. So IVC, Interscope Vinyl Collective, announced that their March title is Tales, which shout out to Rob Northern Revolutions. I know he loves Lisa Loeb, so I'm sure that will not stop him from getting yet another copy. The Canada thing, he's in Canada, so I don't know if he wants to pay $40 shipping and tariffs and all that stuff. But
do you think the record company knows that Stay isn't on that album?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I like about
Interscope, unlike some of these other labels, I think Interscope's a little plugged into kind of what they know what they're doing.
I kind of like that about the IVC is that sometimes it's marquee titles, but then sometimes it's like the whole Celebrity Skin was cool. Like they're not doing limited edition of things that should be in print all the time. Like this is kind of like a niche thing. They did like the D12, which is that shouldn't be in print all the time, or so it's kind of I'm a big fan of them. The only problem I have with them is the titles are just hit or miss for me, so I don't get them often. But when I do get them, I love them.
Well, I like it because it's contemporary. Yeah, to your point, I have an order. I come in and out, right? But at least they're swinging. That's why I like even Mobile Fidelity. We like to crack on them when they're swinging. I appreciate the effort. Maybe the execution, they don't stick the landing, but at least give us something different. Instead of, sorry, David, Dreamboat Annie in another form. You know what I mean? Like there's that market and more power to them, but like I'm ready to feast on something a little bit different, if it makes sense.
And I like the fact that it is so diverse because you don't feel bad like sitting out a title. I sat out for like 4 months on them one time and then I came back. So it's just I think they should pick up some momentum. They should be recognized.
I got that Timbaland title and it's fantastic.
See, that's a cool issue, right?
That's a great record. I was psyched. I was psyched about that.
Yeah.
Well, I got the one that should be shipping next week, Frau.
You did.
Which is really hard to find record.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a heads up. I mean, the ones that I got, I made a mistake on the D12. I forgot to cancel or whatever it was. So I got stuck with that one. And
you don't like Purple Pills, Arnaldo? What's wrong with you? Purple Pills is a fun song.
They resell though, Arnaldo. You could probably make your money back on Discogs.
Here's the other thing I'm going to say, guys. Not only are they curating interesting different titles, a lot of the extras are kind of fun too. Like let's go back to they did the whole record, Celebrity Skin. They did with an alternate cover or at least alternate slipcase. So it was like because traditionally it's a black and white cover. They did a colorized version, which was like an extra, from the photo shoot. Here again, if you're watching, you get the benefit of seeing the visual here. But yeah, Tails IBC edition. So it's 2 LPs, pink Galaxy vinyl. Add that to the color collective. I understand cookies. Thank you. Includes 4 non-LP bonus tracks, which is fun. Includes a bonus poster and Groove Seeker loves this part. 5-inch sticker, not a 3-inch sticker, a 5-inch sticker. So they are really bucking up over at Interscope. It's got to be a Jimmy Iovine call. He had to make that call. Strictly limited to 3,000 copies globally. So fun. And I think it's the only thing I will crack on them about is I think each title is about $50 shipped. So it's, if we gave Vinyl Me Please Rest In somewhere, we gave them a lot of trouble for taking their price point up to about $50 a piece shipped. Interscope's doing the same thing, but I think the quality is pretty good. Chris, do you think the quality is good?
I had one issue on a warped 9-inch nails. They resent me a copy, which was fine, and it's $50 per month. But this is where like you get into the game of do I do the subscription to save money and then flip what I don't want? Because I feel like these titles sell pretty well in the secondary market. You at least get your money back.
I mean, the Angels and Airwaves release that they did.
Yeah,
it's sold out, and in the aftermarket, to Chris's point, I mean that's close to $100. I mean, it's if not more at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah,
I feel the same way about it, Chris. I think like there's enough like really interesting titles where like you could maybe subscribe and like flip the off months.
And yeah, and this is. I think all of the pressings, or at least the last few I got, were RTI, if I'm not mistaken.
So listen, guys, I think we've got a secret here. Stay is on this release.
What?
Oh wow!
Yeah, hey guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
So I wonder if that's one of the bonus tracks. That's fantastic news, because as I said, let's see, Do You Sleep? I remember that release. So that was good. But yeah, so this is exciting stuff. Stay is the last track. Yeah, look at that. So
that's a cool release.
It's a cool release. And I will say, since you're watching the show of record, talking about records, if you have any issues in terms of quality control, Arnaldo, like the seam splits or any kind of corner dings or any of that stuff, they replace it. They don't even ask questions. They don't interrogate you. They don't ask you to send pictures or destroy it. They will straight up, if they have it, they will straight up send you another copy. In fact, their one steps, I think it's digital DSS. I forget what the series is called. Definitive Sound Series, maybe. Same thing. So Interscope is like, they don't even mess with it. They're responsive customer service. They replace damaged product if they have it. Flowers. This is the floral portion of the program. IBC is doing it pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
I did get that back one step.
Oh,
fantastic.
Sea change, right?
No, it was morning phase.
I'm sorry, morning phase. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sea change's cousin, basically. It's amazing.
Got it.
Yeah,
exciting. All right. Well, hey, IBC, thank you, Chris. Yeah, that was a good. That one came out today. I think that email blast came out. So appreciate you coming in. Richard, this is true. Corner dings are as bad as wire hangers. Wire hangers. I like it. All right. Well, that's it for
one more current event.
Please.
I guess no one cares about U2. They dropped
the EP. Yeah.
Music in 10 years. Come on, Chris. Did you listen to it?
No, I didn't listen to it yet.
Okay. No, it's actually good. I really enjoyed it. Especially, I think it's the second song that really, really grabbed me. Yeah. I didn't have time to pay attention to the lyrics. Supposedly, it's very political. Yeah, because I was listening to it while I was working, and I think it's a solid release.
Something happened after that whole Apple fiasco, where like YouTube became very polarizing in terms of, like nobody asked for that album and they got it. I didn't really have an issue with it. I thought it was an okay album, but everyone was so upset that they got a free album just sent to their iTunes music library, and then ever since I feel like they've been climbing uphill with the pop culture.
I think I stop at Joshua Tree probably. I just But I did watch Bono on Rogan like last year. It was like a 2.5 hour. It was amazing. It was. I'm like, I have no interest in this guy anymore at all. But it was a good interview. He knows.
Elliot's here. I'm ignorant. See, that's a great way to lead. I'm ignorant. What type of music is Lisa Loeb? Lisa Loeb is singer-songwriter, acoustic guitar, not a lot of instrumentation, just more about the song than how it's produced. Pretty basic stuff. Am I missing anything, guys, in that description?
Coffee house folk.
There you go. Good way to put it.
If you want to cry yourself to sleep, just listen to Stay.
Well, Elliot's been waiting for the right song to cry to, and I think Stay. It's got to be in the running, Elliot. So if you're ready for a good hearty cry.
I mean, it's a fantastic song. You can't take anything away from it. It's
excellent song. Excellent awesome story. Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's better than most U2 songs.
Oh, no.
Shit. I'm just kidding.
Why do you hate Larry Mullen so much, Chris? That's terrible.
Oh, man.
Horrible. All right. Well, Joel's here, Static ATX Records, if you're scoring at home. All I know is that I'm excited without full details of the repress of the wedding album from Duran Duran. What do you know about this, Arnaldo?
Yeah, both the wedding album and Thank You. Maybe we should forget about Thank You. It was the album of covers. But the wedding album hasn't been in print since it came out. And
isn't that really expensive, the original?
Yeah, it's very expensive. $200-$300 maybe. And I think they're spreading it across 2 records, and it's the one with Ordinary World on it, Come Undone. So at least 2 great songs on there. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's not in print.
That is not in print on vinyl.
That's so ridiculous.
Ordinary World, is that also on that?
Yeah, Ordinary World is on there, and Come Undone. And
it's
known as the wedding album, but it's really a self-titled album. It's called Duran Duran.
Why do they call it the wedding album?
Because there's pictures on the cover, has pictures of their parents' wedding days. So
cool. So that sorry, another. Did that Thank You record come out like post 2000?
No, that was 90s.
Was there a box set of that or something, or no?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
There's some questionable covers on there. That maybe they
Arnaldo Wyoming Dave is having a moment. He says, "Really?" Four question marks. I didn't know the wedding album was being repressed.
I think it was.
That's about 13 exclamation points.
I think it was announced today.
That's awesome.
That's why you watch Surface Noise, Wyoming Dave, because this is where we talk about this stuff.
Well, we have to thank Joel. He reminded.
Yes, Joel did bring that. He is Surface Noise Extended. He's Surface Noise. Now Elliot Cruz is defending.
He's subbing as executive producer while.
Where's Caesar? Where's Caesar? Is he fighting the Soda Stereo fight? I don't know what's going on here. No. Elliot's here to defend his masculinity. He says, "Hell, guys, I cry over songs constantly. I am a sensitive guy."
By the way, Elliot Cruz, we should talk offline. I can't take that Billy Strings Live off my turntable. That set is unbelievable. And I got digital files of it too if you want them. So we have to find a way to contact.
He does ask a question. Duran Duran was the guys on the boat singing with lots of ladies, right?
Yep.
Sure. I think you could say that to Sean Combs. There's a song with Sean Combs and Chris Wallace with a lot of scantily clad ladies on a boat. I don't know if you've heard of that one. It's called Hypnotized, but what do I know? Anyway, all right. Good stuff. Good current events this week, guys. I blame Rojas not being here. It allowed us to, he just takes all the current events energy and doesn't let us flow. So I think we're just cranking today. I'm kidding, of course. All right. Well, for podcast proper, the topic we're going to talk about, guys, is starting over. What would you do differently? Now, this is about for circumstances that can be all over the place. If you had to start from scratch today or this week or tomorrow, what have you, you have no records. What would you do differently in building a record collection again? If you would, maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, this, I hear stories all the time. I think our friend Jason Spins Vinyl is rebuilding his collection for, reasons that are, his. But I think that a lot of people go through this. Dylan, Noble Records has talked about this, that before he opened his shop, there's a couple of times he sold through his collection to pay bills and then built it back again. So the why isn't as important as would you and what would you do differently. So Adam, you're the guest. I'll start with you. If you had no records and you had to start over again, first of all, would you go down this rabbit hole again of collecting vinyl records? And what are some things that you would do differently as I don't know, are you a seasoned audiophile? I don't want to label you.
That's a big title.
Yeah, because we are card carrying members of the seasoned audiophile club.
I don't know
it's called the SAC. The SAC.
Yeah. I mean, if I pay $50 to get stay on vinyl, does that make me a seasoned audiophile? Because that's what I'll do.
Questionable. But yeah, so Adam, what would you begin anew? And if you would, what are some things that you would do differently this time around? Our friends, the Hanson brothers, if you remember that song, this time around. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mbop.
Yeah. All right, tell us.
Yeah, so I would definitely. There's no doubt about it. I would absolutely get back into vinyl. It's absolutely my preferred medium right now, and that wouldn't change. So I would, if I had to rebuild, do it on vinyl. I think one thing I would do is, knowing kind of what I know after being in it for several years now, is check the original first before you jump on reissues.
What do you mean by that?
Like, there's so many reissues that come out all the time now. We live in the golden age of reissues, right? And so, like, it's the instinct to jump on the quick reissues is strong, especially when you're watching videos and people talk about stuff. But there are many times where the original that I have found is better, and it took experimenting to go back and like listen to some of those cheap originals to hear how good they sound. I think where the line is some of those originals are priced way out of reach. Like, for example, old jazz, Blue Notes, Strata East titles, jazz titles that are deep, sought after. Those things are not very attainable for originals. So hopping on reissues of those makes sense to me. But as far as like, I don't know, there's lots of examples, but like Heart is an example, right? Like how many reissues of that Heart record? I'm not a huge Heart fan, but just in general, I do have an original copy of that Heart record, and it sounds great. You know what I mean? Like I'm not out buying other copies of that. I don't own any other copy of that. But in general, my point is, like, I think that would be a place that I would start, is if there's a reissue that comes out and the original is not a crazy expensive thing and something you want, buy the $10 OG and try it out before you buy the $40 reissue. That would be, I think, what I would tell myself to do first. Now, again, like I said, if it's an expensive original, I would approach it differently and not be afraid to go after some of the originals, the reissues, because I do think there's a place for it. But
sure. That's a good one. I'd be remiss if I didn't welcome Bong Daddy is here. Jose Moreno Ron has appeared. Jose, hello. Any issues with the helicopter, or how many autographs did you have to sign before you could get into the studio today?
Well, there was a lot of traffic.
I knew it. I mean, the limo can only go so fast, right?
Yes.
Well, welcome, Jose. Good to have
changing the camera, as you can see.
Hey, we'll get you going. Don't worry. All right, I'll pass the rock. Groove Seeker, Chris, or just Seeker, if you're in the know. Seeker. Would you begin anew? And if you would, what are some things that come top of mind that you would do differently this time around?
I would think about how much I've spent on records my entire life. I would buy a DAC. I would buy some really expensive speakers, probably go buy a Jaguar all cash and still have money left over. No, I'm just kidding. I've learned a lot. Some lessons that I'm trying to abide by now is I would probably stay off live albums on vinyl. I think that's a big no-no unless it's essential.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I would curb my enthusiasm on box sets. I'm a box set freak. It's unnecessary learning. I would wait to buy all the Tone Poets and the Classic Series 3 months after they release when they go on sale.
Dude, with that button.
Dude, that button is present.
Oh, that's a showing off.
I do have a question about that button. Like, do you wear it at all? Like, when you go to the groceries?
No, but like if we go to a wedding or like a black tie event, I'll put it on.
You do not go to a wedding with that.
Yeah.
You do?
Well,
yeah?
you have to understand, Jose. You have to understand my methodology. If I wear this button, either people are going to avoid me, so I don't have to socialize, or they're going to say, "Oh my God, you're a Tone Poet Society member," and then I found the one person who is also into records at the wedding, and I'm good to go.
And then you get invited to the Eyes Wide Shut type meetings.
Yes, exactly. It's just all audiophile gear, floor to ceiling. So yeah, I would definitely do things a little bit differently. I do agree with Adam on the reissue versus OG thing. Although I often find the same thing that Adam expressed is like when it comes to that crossover on spend, like I just don't want to go the extra mile on investing in an OG unless it's really special. I would absolutely, like if we're starting from scratch, I would absolutely focus on gear first. I would get set on gear first and just be, because I think we all get into like and I know that's a rabbit hole too, but we all kind of probably started off in a place where we had like a turntable and then we quickly wanted to get a new one. I would just go for the kill from the start.
Yeah.
And what you really want to knowing what you know now. But yeah, there's a lot of mistakes. I think I still make, even though I'm aware of them, but yeah, that's some of the major stuff I would change. And I'd probably be a little bit more deliberate in what I'm purchasing. But yeah, it's a good question. And it's also depends. Like I will say this, if there's some kind of tragedy or some kind of extenuating circumstance that makes me lose my collection, I definitely would not start over. I don't know if I could go through that. But if it was like, I know people go back to zero. Jason's talking about it. And you talked about like Spins and Dylan. Like that's a cool thing to do, is just liquidate and start over. I think that's an interesting journey. But if it was like, some catastrophic event, I think it'd be too painful to start over.
Well, contractually, I have to let Arnaldo have the last word on the first topic. So I'm going to go to you, Bonger. Jose, what would you do? First of all, if whatever, if you had to get rid of all your records, would you start over again? And if you would, what would you do differently this time? Would you just buy all King Crimson and call it a day, or what?
Well, I do own every single King Crimson record.
I know. You'll just buy them back. You probably sell them to yourself, right? That would be your head start.
Well, I think first of all, I would concentrate on records that I actually listen to. I know that's a obvious type of answer, but in the sense that I've been in the past 3 years, I've been selling most of the records that I haven't been playing for a while now. If I haven't listened to a record for more than 6 months, I might not even listen to it 6 months later. So I've been trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. I think I would go the opposite way of what most people have said right now. I think if I had to start over, I would buy a lot of reissues, in the sense that if I was going back at it, I wouldn't be like, spending $100 per record I like, because right now, for example, I've been selling some stuff that I know it's pricey to buy from scratch, if that makes sense, but that I don't mind getting a $25 reissue, $30 reissue of something that's $400 right now.
So I believe it is, if you pay, if it's so much cheaper, it gets you 80% of the way there. Yes. I think that's the way we use that expression. Okay, fair.
Well, I have a lot of, I collect a lot of experimental records, and sometimes the nuance of it is that originally they made 250 copies in Italy, right? So it's sort of like I got it for almost free, you know, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind just owning a $30 record and listen to it eventually, knowing that I did one day own the original one. But is it $350 better? Probably not. You know, so uh short answer, I would buy a lot of reissues of stuff that I would actually listen to. I would probably also maybe, I don't know, like continue buying my impulse buys. I've the last 2 years I've had so much time to think if I need a record or not, you know. Like the last time that I got I'm gonna die if I don't get it was the Ween thing that happened like 2 weeks ago. Because that's like PTSD.
If you ever want to see a man hyperventilate on a group chat, that was Jose trying to get the Ween record last week.
Well, because I have a Ween PTSD, you know, all my life trying to get Ween records. Because the last time that I was able to buy most of the Ween catalog on vinyl was almost 10 years ago. It's like 2017, something like that. So knowing that they're on a limited time, you know, it's stressful. You know?
I love the Ween enthusiasm. I love it. I can't believe it. Actually, I cannot believe it. Like I'm like, oh, I like Ween, and then I found out Jose likes Ween. Dom, I'm like, everybody likes Ween. I'm like, I was like the only one who liked Ween.
You know, it's just. Oh, somebody's knocking on my door. I'll be back. But
there you go. We'll toss it to Arnaldo. Arnaldo, what about you? Is this something you've ever pondered? Because I got to be honest, part of the reason I came up with this concept for the conversation tonight was I'm kind of reorganizing. I've learned that there's a lot of records I didn't catalog and Discogs over the summer, so now it's just like a mountain. It's like literally putting all this in, and I kind of reflected, and I was like, man, wouldn't be that hard to just start over, or would I start over? So I tossing it to you. Would you ever start over again? Could you ever start over again? And what would you do differently?
I wouldn't start over again. Makes no sense to sell it all and start all over again. That's for me, it makes no sense. Because as much as there's probably at least 100 records that you really don't need to sell, right? That are the most dear to you. So then why then chase them again afterwards? Like why reset and sell everything and then regret it, you know, in the future? Maybe one thing I would do is maybe not have stopped buying records in the 90s.
Well, in terms of like hindsighting, hear you, but like in terms of like going forward, if you're saying you wouldn't even go forward, then it's a done deal, right?
Go forward. I've already.
Yeah, like if you were starting, if you had to build a collection today, starting from scratch.
Well,
that's the exercise.
Probably not be a completist. You can't have everything of every artist that you like. That's the fundamental rule. Otherwise, you'll drive yourself crazy, and it's too much. And maybe the cheapo records.
Yeah.
They're just a space.
They're a distraction.
No, but they
add
up and they take space. You love the record. I have it on CD. I come across a $5 copy or a $10 copy. Why not own it on vinyl? Well, why own it on vinyl if I'll listen to it once after I clean it, and then I'll be streaming it, or, you know, there's other ways to listen to it. So unless you really love the record, but if you really love the record, you probably have it already. So it's those flipping through the $2, $5, $10 records that maybe need more editing, you know, that require a little bit more. And cut back a little bit on, and I have already, on the FOMO, on the hype, sit and wait. We're not in COVID. Things aren't moving immediately. They're not going out of out of stock. Even I was over the weekend at Newbury Comics. I think everything from Record Store Day was still there, slashed by probably 40%. And on top of that, another 20%. They're doing this huge vinyl sale this week. So that's why I'm thinking, like, even this upcoming Record Store Day, I'm just going to pick up what I think I may not find around that may sell out, or the titles that I really care about. And then I'll cherry pick 3 months from now when they're all on sale at Newbury Comics.
Always comes back to Newbury Comics. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny.
So that's what I probably would do differently. Just, not give into the FOMO, the completism, the $5 bin, and the hype, the Record Store Day hype, or any other type of audiophile hype.
No, you make a lot of good points, and a lot of them I'm with you on.
But Arnaldo, would you follow the recipes for lasagna from a man named Michael Fremer?
No, I have my own recipe, which is proven. It's a solid number one every time I make it. Actually, I get compliments saying this was better than the last time. Actually, the best time ever, and that's every time. It's the best time ever.
Arnaldo, I'm not gonna tell you how to make lasagna, but if it doesn't have gizzards, is it really a lasagna?
Listen, we're not going to besmirch the Godfather of vinyl, and the Godfather of.
But there are different types of lasagna. Okay, there are types of lasagna that are very loaded with stuff. Okay, and it's totally fine. It's not what I prefer, and it's not the way I make it. But I've never heard of gizzards in lasagna. Sorry.
Well, this is the one topic we'll never get off of, is the Fremer lasagna situation from the holidays. But let's get into a couple of comments from the chat on the topic. Mark Boyd says, I've started over, sold enough to put a down payment on my house years ago. I'm definitely more picky now when I'm picking. All right, I can appreciate that.
That's cool.
Mark Anthony, Project Gemini, folks, if you like the music, check them out. Says, I have to sell some of my Kiss vinyl collection to pay off a huge house-related bill. Luckily, Kiss vinyl is valuable, so I don't have to sell as much as, say, Bowie or the Rolling Stones. I like it. Sean, the Vinyl Dreamscape, says, buying records that are, so I guess it's something he'd do differently. Buying records that are in near mint quality, it's worth paying a little more to get a better condition record. I think that's spot on.
I will say that one of the biggest mistakes I think most people do when they start collecting records is that they buy because of which is wholesome in a way, but they buy a lot of records that they like without even looking at the condition of the record. And I think that's has a little more joyful in the sense that they just want to listen to the record, but that right now, that I don't know what's more expensive, a Fleetwood Mac Rumors or reissue or an original one. So it's a gray area of like, why would you buy if you were like?
Funny you mentioned that. Just last weekend, I'll show it later. I mean, it could not be any more minty than the copy that I picked up for $25. So,
well, but that's
it's cheaper than the new copy.
That's what I'm saying. But it's because I think economically right now, most people second guessing if they should buy a record or not, which is totally fine. And
Jose, whatever do you mean? Jose, whatever do you mean? I'm second guessing.
You couldn't give that shit away to me. But anyways, it's just, I think most people nowadays that are starting a collection, it's weird because I think most people that are like 20 to 25, 28, which is the whole demographic that watches this show. But I think most of the people are in a weird time because most of the artists they like are releasing records at a very fast page, and there are all these different pressing, different color variants. So the way they're getting into records is just like getting bombarded by news of vinyl records. And I think that makes for people just like quickly getting into something and then immediately selling it. Because you go to Facebook Market and you see all these people selling records from like 3-4 years ago, because all these new records are so expensive and they bought 5 different variants that they just get bored because they already think it's like too much investment, you know.
Okay, well, I'll put the bow on this one, and then we'll wrap up Pod Proper. Arnaldo hit it around the head. I would stay away from the. See, it's interesting. The cheap records, and I talked, I think, a little bit about this last week or week before. Like, I still am a sucker for cheap records, and I think it's a slippery slope, because 10, 15 years ago, that was like collection building. That was like, oh yeah, I can get some dead stock for $2 a piece. Why not? But then to Arnaldo's point, now it's literally sucking up space on my shelves. And sorry, Casey and the Sunshine Band, I'm probably not going to listen. Or what was the other one? Average White Band. Like, literally, I have, like, as I'm putting records away from the floor and my summer purchases, goodness gracious, I've got like 6 copies of Average White Band records. I must have been in like a haze of $2 bliss, getting all this average. I mean, and I don't know. So I know it's not the what's the one, the Average String Band? What's the one, Jose? You're really hot on?
Funny you should ask. I know.
I wanted to give it to you because I knew it would come up later. So I just wanted to give you go ahead. Let's just get this out of the way. This week's version of the Incredible String Band. Thank you.
First of all, this is a beautiful album cover. Look at it. It's cold. Right? And funny.
Hang on. What's the name of the album for the people who are not going to buy it?
It's The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter.
The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter. All right.
Recorded live at the Renaissance Fair.
There's a Kurt 93 record with Boy Rice and the guys from Death in June that mimic this album cover, but I think it's a really beautiful album cover. That
poor dog was minutes away from being barbecued by those.
No, they were all cult people. They wouldn't have hurt the dog.
Yeah, those are some Spawn Ranch rejects.
The reissues have this as an album cover, but I got this for $3 on on Discogs. But
wait, $3? Wow,
I am like, this is a record that I'm generally going to listen to a lot. So, you know, sometimes I would rather spend $3 in this than getting a free Jellyfish record. So, you know.
Well, trust me, I didn't get this for free, Jose. I know.
And you know what? I had the other record, and I had a promo copy of the other Jellyfish record for years on Discogs, years, and nobody wanted that shit. I had to beg some motherfucker to take it. I sold it for, I think it was $40 because I was like, you know, fuck it, I don't want it anymore. So, you know.
But can I add something to what you said, Chance?
Sure.
That $5 bin, sometimes you browse through it hoping that someone dropped a very pricey record in there, right?
I mean,
or
I'm going to save that
for $5. The upgrade copy.
Guys, this is why, honestly, this is why I got to make myself big. Sorry. This is why we still look. This is why I say you got to touch them all. $4. Yeah. A original Blue Note, the Gigolo Lee Morgan, which I had just paid far more than $4 for back in the summer. Shout out to Travis and his store, Vinyl Zone. But yes, this is why you should still touch them all. But do you need to buy them all? That's the thing I would walk back, because, like, clearly I love Lee Morgan. Clearly that's a great deal on that record. Clearly I'm not going to leave it there for the next seasoned audiophile to then buy it and then sell it, right? I will be that seasoned audiophile. But yes, great point, Jose.
I don't even remember what I was going to say, but I will say that looking for, like I always say, if you go to a record fair and you see a guy that has like the fucking the shittiest boxes you could see, always go look for them. Always go look for them.
If you saw Robert Fitton's video, I mean, that's why I wanted to highlight it. I mean, that dealer at the St. Louis show, I rarely look at their stuff, but I knew as soon as I saw his video with that Big Star record for $3 on the Post-it note, I knew exactly who it was, and I'm like, son of a gun. That's why touch them all.
I mean, that's something I actually enjoy. There's a guy in Austin, the Austin show. He's like the oldest. He's like 150-year-old Mexican guy. He's standing.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's got the Mexican record. He's got like 4 tables. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, that's another guy. This guy is so fucking old. If you're an atheist, you look at the guy, you believe, because that guy's just standing there by the will of God, my guy. He's about to die. And then you go to his table, and he has the shittiest records. Like, I wouldn't even pay 50 cents for those records. And I found, like, last time I found 2 records that are way more than $100 on Discogs, and the guy was like, "Well, give me $5," and I was like, 3?
Hang on, are you suggesting that Donald John Trump was selling the records? That was like your Donald John Trump impression. Wow.
Well, he's Mexican and Donald Trump at the same time. He's one of those weird.
So he's an illegitimate offspring of the president.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But always look at the tables. You think you're not gonna find something, because if a guy's selling jazz and he has one psych record, he doesn't give a flying fuck about it. Yeah. And so he'll let it go for cheap. And if you're willing,
if you're willing to put in the time, it's the most valuable resource is time. If you can touch them all, probably should, but it doesn't mean you need to that point. Doesn't mean you need to bring home all the $2 records anymore.
No. But there's something, because there's a table at the Austin show that's I don't remember the name of the guy. I think it's LSD. They only do like psych records. I don't know if you remember them, but all right. But anyway, they have everything is $10 above Discogs price, everything. So if you want psych records, you go over there, and maybe on the third Mark Boyd, or maybe on the third day, you can bargain to get like $10 below Discogs price.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, I like 3 rows over there next to the guy selling the baseball records for like $1,000. I remember that guy.
Yeah,
it was like a Mickey Mantle record or something like that. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
There was a guy just sitting there, not the same guy. Look a little younger, maybe 112 years old. And the guy was just like, all these records, they were for my son, and then he didn't know what the fuck he had. Great buys, So always check them out. Always check them out.
Good call. All right, well, let's put a bow on this segment. We've got more show coming. If you are new to Surface Noise, we like to do a first half, second half kind of operation where we do podcast proper with a structured topic and then current events, and then we come back with what's called bonus tracks, where some of it's stuff that's left over from the beginning hour, and et cetera, et cetera. So if you've been here, you know how this goes. I do want to wrap up podcast proper. I want to thank my guests. First, the 3-time returning champion. The band is The Freight. The artist is Adam. Adam, also a record collector. Adam, it's always great to have you on the show, sir.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure. And then some call him Seeker, some call him Big Chris, some call him Mr. Tone Poet Society, the Groove Seeker Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Fashionably Late himself, the one, the only. He's driving the Austin Record Convention this year, it sounds like. Jose Moreno Ron. Jose, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me for like 20 minutes, but
And then you know him, you love him. I have to start and end the show with the one, the only, Arnaldo. The channel, if you're scoring at home, Fidelios_Frugancy. Arnaldo, thanks for joining us in the Power Hour, sir.
It was always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, delightful. We're seeing some more people show up. I guess there's that the Paul McCartney movie. Gabby is here. She just got home from the McCartney movie and wanted to leave a hello message.
Oh, nice.
Gabby, thank you. Your support is always appreciated. Yeah, we are working on the F-bomb count. We've got to make, Jose was late, but that doesn't mean, I think last week was 6. It was it was a sad effort. I don't know if Jose was under the weather, but we've got time to atone in the second hour. Bear with us. We'll get there.
By the way, quickly, this ties into Gabby mentioning Paul McCartney, but those photos of the Beatle movies, like all the actors, none of them look alike. I don't care if you say they do. None of them look like.
Well, Jose, this is the old secret. Would you rather have a doppelganger of their looks that can't act, or somebody that can act who kind of looks like them?
Yeah.
Well, I to be honest, I'd rather him looking alike even a little bit, because I didn't hate the Timothy Chalamet Bob Dylan movie. I hated it when I saw the trailer, but when I watched it, I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's good. I liked it. The girl playing John Baez didn't even look like an inch alike.
She was way hotter than John Baez.
Yes. But she didn't look alike.
Yeah, Jose, where was this critique then, Jose? Huh? Funny, you kept that in your pocket.
No. But you know what I mean. It's just like if they casted Sydney Sweeney as Marvin Gaye. What the fuck is that shit? It's just. That has nothing to do with the movie, It's just a weird guy.
The I think her name is it Monica Barbaro?
The girl playing
the girl who played John Baez.
I don't remember.
Not only was she beautiful, but very talented too. She could sing. So that was great casting choice.
But you know what? It's like one of my favorite movies of. I personally love it's I talk about it constantly. It's I'm Not There, the Bob Dylan movie, and I love the fact that really nobody looks like him except Kate Blanchett, who is like one of the best impersonations or whatever you will call, and David Cross as Allen Ginsberg. He looks the same. It's the same guy basically, but there's something about. Yeah, the Elvis movie. I like Priscilla. Anybody saw that movie? Priscilla was way better than the actual Elvis.
What about Johnny Knoxville as Elvis was the best performance?
No, what's the Elvis movie with the guy from The Thing?
Yeah, Austin Butler. Is it Austin Butler?
No, the guy from The Thing. It's called Elvis, right? Kurt Russell. Yeah, Kurt Russell as Elvis. It's a TV movie.
Oh, really? Oh my God, it must have been horrible.
No, it's really good. Who directed that? John Carpenter or something like that?
So I have a question, Chance, about our background. Is this the Mendota warehouse after certain well-known dealers just visited?
It could be. I like to. I want the crowd guessing because that's one of the biggest complaints we get on this program is these backgrounds I put behind us. And yes, this is it's whatever you want it to be. How about that?
It's a liminal space.
It is. Hang on, we have breaking news. I should need to play this. Wyoming Dave is breaking the news. Jose, Sydney Sweeney officially playing Marvin Gaye.
Wow.
Even though that would be weird. Wyoming Dave is breaking the news. Sydney Sweeney has been cast in a biopic as Marvin Gaye. So Jose was 5 minutes ahead of the curve, and this drop won't stop.
Can you imagine the assassination scene? But it's just Sydney Sweeney with like
Jesus. So many other scenes I'd rather imagine than that one.
No. That would be amazing. Or just sexual healing, but it's with the gravelly voice, but it's Sydney Sweeney because she can't sing for shit.
Hey, I do want to, we didn't do Kindness Corner. I do want to do a quick Kindness Corner plug. Hang on, I have it here. A lot of activity going on in the chat. I appreciate it.
By the way, I'm offended. I'm offended that Martin Scorsese is still alive and the motherfucker hasn't done a Van Morrison movie. I'm offended by that shit. I just want to say it out there. If
what's he gonna do? Just have somebody pout in the corner for 4 hours?
Just the drunk motherfucker with a hat. Everybody, it's just that for the whole movie.
So real quick, Kindness Corner moment. Vinyl Dreamscape Sean brings up. He says, "Salute Stunty is here." I don't know if you've heard of the immortal Stunt Rock Confusion. Great video interview. So if you go over to Stunt Rock Confusion's channel, he did an interview with Derek Higgins. Derek Higgins is, I think, one of the originals of the vinyl community. He has a pretty big one I saw. He's one of the OGs. I know we talk about that term loosely, like Brandon and a couple of these other people, Vance. So yeah, he did an interview with Derek Higgins, who's also a musician, if I'm not mistaken.
He has a lot of records.
Yeah.
When I was still like a kid when the Flaming Lips and Heavy Fwens record came out, and they did a bunch of records with all the blood from everybody, that like Nick Cave and Kesha and all these people. They did like a blood variant. Everybody gave blood, and they did this like transparent. And one of the first things it went on YouTube and just like blah blah blah, and I wanted to see was him showing that record. So it's been a lot of years since I've seen that. But because to be honest, as much as people want to say during like 2005 to like 2015, Flaming Lips released a lot of great stuff on physical media. There was a human skull that had a USB. You had to eat it up to get it. There was a fetus. Anybody remember that? It's like a gummy fetus that you had to eat and had a USB with a song.
Jose, I don't know where this is going. I was just trying to put a link to Stunty's video, and I feel like now we're talking about eating fetuses. I don't know what happened.
The OG, he used to talk about that. It's just video essays of him like, oh, today is Monday, February.
Yeah, what I'll call vlogging. I think it was the old vlogging style, and it's morphed into whatever the hell we call this program now, where we like have drops and try to be funny and count.
And he has range. That guy has range. He would like show like Throwing Gristle and like I don't know, like Don Henley records.
Oh, Josh D, this is tough. This is tough to say. I don't know if I can get through this one. Josh D says, I've been watching Derek Higgins so long that I've witnessed every single one of his teeth fall out. Josh, that's tough. That's tough. Tough. All right. Well, we've got a little bit more show for you. Similar to what we were talking about rebuilding a collection over again. We do have a structured thing to talk about, get this one out the way, because it is bonus tracks. And then we've got a new segment we want to debut. Let's go around the dais. What are some of the biggest myths in record collecting today? The one I think about almost each and every time is when I see it, I throw up in my mouth. 180 gram. 180 gram always sounds better. What a crock of shit. Is there any that make you physically ill when you see them on a hype sticker like 180 gram does to me?
Limited edition.
Limited edition. Arnaldo says limited edition. Big myth. Big myth, because is this a shot at the Rhino High Fidelity series, which was originally launched as limited edition?
Everything that comes out on Record Store Day eventually comes out in a different format, a different color.
Even if it's what do they call it?
Even if it's not a first day release, like they.
Right.
Yes, I mean, I'm exaggerating. Limited edition, if it's a specific color variant or a specific alternate album cover, okay, it's technically limited because they're not going to do it again. But I think the term limited edition, now I think people are becoming a little more savvy. That doesn't really mean limited edition anymore. Remember, records, vinyl, it's a business. Who doesn't want to make money, right?
If it's not numbered, it's not limited.
Well, where's I got this today. I don't know if I told. Well, I didn't got today, but I got it like Monday or Tuesday. fuck Rhino, because I bought this and the Fun House, and I didn't got the Fun House, and I've been trying to email them to tell them that I didn't got a record, and some AI girl or boy or someone has been replying to me really weird stuff, and just instead of just saying like, what are they going to do? And so fuck them, and I'm going to really enjoy this. Right.
Well, does it have the same tracking number?
No, I haven't gotten any type of.
Well, mine ships separately. I think there's a problem with, not a problem. It's just that I ordered them at the same time, along with other titles. Everything came, like the Funhouse came with all the other titles, and separately was the Velvet Underground. So shipped maybe like 3 or 4 days after.
No, but
if you look at the return addresses on the Rhino shipments, like the Talking Heads stuff ships from the Talking Heads in Burbank, I think. The Doors ships from the Doors. Some of the other titles ship just from Rhino General. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of this stuff comes directly from the artist. Like the Velvet Underground probably ships from their. I just noticed that because I've ordered things like all together and gotten them like different. Same order, different tracking numbers, different areas they're coming from.
But you know what?
Rhino specifically.
It's been more than a week and a half since I got them at my U.S. address, and I haven't gotten them.
Listen, Jose, Dane Johnson makes a good point. There goes the Rhino sponsorship. You miss this part of the program. Shieldfest 2026 is here. We're taking anybody and everybody that wants to sponsor the show. And now we can kiss Rhino goodbye. Rhino was on the hook. We are almost. Mazzy was going to set up a meeting for me in Los Angeles, and now you've just ruined it. You burnt the bridge. So thank you.
So excited. Can I show a record I got that I think everybody should get?
Well, can we get to that in our new segment?
Oh yeah, we're doing something else.
Yeah, we're talking about
myths,
biggest myths. That's right. So Groove Seeker, as Jose collect his thoughts, I'm going to go to you on this one. What's a big myth that makes you retch a little bit? That unfortunately it gets these new collectors or people who they're not seasoned audiophiles like we are clearly. What's something that is a big myth to you?
Like we are.
Just wait. I've got a button. I shouldn't say this, but I've got a seasoned audiophile button thanks to Dave, Modak Dave, and I'm going to wear it with pride every Surface Noise episode. So, Dave, thank you. I know it's coming. Chris.
I don't really. You guys kind of stole one of them that I was going to say. You got to come back to me. I still got to think.
Well, what about artist approved? Chase Ray, this is a good point. The artist approved on hype stickers is silly. That is pretty stupid.
Why
they say artist approved? Like, would they not approve it? I mean, it's not Sebastian Bach and the Record Store Day disaster from Skid Row, but
what about like really. that Super Drag reissue? That wasn't artist approved. He went on a rant on Discogs, the lead singer, didn't he? Right? Or like on the flip side, like Badu on that Mama's Gun, that was definitely artist approved, right?
Fair.
So I don't know.
Fair. Oh, hang on. This is actually a good question. Does anyone know if Mazzy's on Cameo? That's actually probably that's probably the next step. I don't know, Henry, but
it would be amazing if Mazzy started like only hanging out if we paid like $10.
I laugh because this is hilarious and like genius at the same time. Like I'm serious. Like we'll come back to this. Maybe I think Mazzy's in a movie. I think he went to that Paul McCartney movie.
Yeah, he went to that Paul McCartney movie.
He's watching the Melania movie again.
He really liked the Melania movie. This is the bonus cut edition. So they have like some of the bloopers, you know, like where Melania like drops her accent and speaks like, you know, like a New Yorker. You know, she's got the New Yorker accent.
Can you imagine if she just started like talking like a Brooklyn bodega guy, just like.
I mean, the dirty little secret is she goes to Brennan and Cars every week in Brooklyn. I don't know if everyone knows that, but she loves that roast beef sandwich. That's where I got the idea. I got to be honest. Melania, thank you.
I got a myth. All
right, myth me up. Myth time.
Records are too expensive.
Ooh, and so that's a myth?
I think that's a myth. Just do
So
the
it's a fact?
do the conversion of what the dollar.
Oh, you're gonna pull out the inflation chart.
Chris,
Oh, here we math
Chris,
time.
when records were like $2, I wasn't even on my dad's nutsack. So that's not even like a fact that I can,
It's the truth. And plus, you can. There's plenty of artists.
Correction: Jose's father's balls hadn't even dropped yet. So I mean, it was that long ago. This guy, come on.
But not even my great granddad's nutsacks were like conceived when that happened.
Okay, well that's the
what was it? Korean War.
So records are expensive as a myth. That's fair. Adam, do you have a myth to throw in?
There's nothing I can say right now. I don't know.
I mean, I know you can't top Jose's great grandfather's ball sack. I mean, that's a tough.
Great grandfather. One.
I think I don't know. There's probably a lot of myths. I think the big thing for me, honestly, that I keep coming back to is that condition is being everything, and then like looking at the OGs first, and if the OGs are ridiculous, you can buy a reissue, but don't just jump on any reissue. I think that's the main thing. Is just don't just jump on the reissue. Do a little research first, and if it's a cheaper OG, check the OG first. If it's not a cheaper OG and it's something you want, jump on it. Then I think that serves the place.
But my mathematical thinking is that if a reissue, it's an audiophile reissue is $60.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm not talking about that. Yeah.
No, I know, but like if a audiophile reissue is like $60 plus shipping right now, or 150 if God graces us with a UHQR, in the original one, how much I don't know how much it's a first UK copy of Exodus, like Bob Marley Exodus.
No, too soon. Pick another record. Arnaldo is still waiting.
You know what I mean? How I don't know how much Bob Marley UK or Jamaican first pressing is, but it can be more than $200. So it's like if you put 50 more bucks into it, why wouldn't you buy just an OG instead of $150 of a?
Well, here's another myth that I wanted to add. And this started kind of like the CD era and afterwards, when all of, let's say in the 90s and 2000s, albums were becoming available on CD for the very first time. And now that vinyls are being reissued again after long being out of print, remastered.
Yeah.
Always had that, oh my God, remastered means that it's better, right? It took a while to catch on that remastered doesn't always mean that it sounds better, new and improved,
100%.
right? Like when they sell the Tide, new and improved, right? It's all the same.
Hang on, I'm getting New Coke vibes. Remember New Coke?
Exactly.
But I have a problem with this argument about records being too expensive. You can't benchmark the cost of a record versus a boutique item. This Jellyfish reissue coming out is $55. It's a boutique item. It's not. I'm talking about like if you were to go buy a new record off Bandcamp, you can get albums for $20 or $25. That's in line with what the cost was in 1986 or whatever it is. So
I agree with you.
If you're going to benchmark like some limited edition audiophile pressing, and it's expensive. But if you just go get a standard reissue of that record, then it's pretty much in line.
$50. What is it? $55 for a double?
Yeah,
55. Is it $54.98 USD?
Okay, it's a premium record.
That's a premium.
You can get a double record for $34.99, $39.99, right?
You can get a large pie of pizza with that as well.
So, but I mean, like even if you think about like that Jellyfish reissue, right? Like so, like that prompted me to look up what originals cost, right?
Oh
And
no! You're gonna.
I know. Sorry,
OG
I'm not going to
shame
shame
me.
you. I'm
All
not
right.
going to shame you. I'm not going to shame you with numbers.
I got a good deal. That's all I can say. All
Yeah,
right.
that's great. Listen, I bet it's an awesome. I think it's a good record. I know, Jose, I know you're not into it, but in general, like I think that's a cool record, whatever. But like in general, I know that's an expensive. I know that's an expensive original record.
But how much more expensive is it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So no. This is what I'm saying. To your point, Jose, I bought the like I'm buying the reissue, right? That's like $50 or whatever, and that's like I'm have a feeling I'll be pretty happy with that because I have some other vinyl file reissues that I think sound great. So I don't like to your point. I'm totally good with like this reissue, and I will not seek out the original.
Yeah, but I think there's certain titles or artists that you are willing to stretch your wallet, right? And
you know what?
100%.
Wait a second. Hold on. Everybody except for Jose probably paid $20 for a CD when they were brand new.
I used to buy
$20 for a CD.
Well, could you work at a music store?
No,
you got a discount.
Come on, Chris.
CDs were $19.99 in the late '90s.
I definitely
I never bought a CD in 1999.
And I bought some box sets. I have some CD box sets that I paid $100 or more for sure. The Stevie Ray Vaughan box set, I think
$15.99 maybe, $14.99.
Okay, so that still supports my argument. We were paying $15 or $16 for a CD 30 years ago.
Yeah, I get it. No, I agree.
You know what I mean? And we're saying like,
but can we go back to the Jellyfish? How are you going to feel that the album got broken up into 3 sides instead of 2?
3 sides?
Yeah, not even.
I don't have a dog in the fight, so I don't really like. I don't have anything.
Is it 45 or something?
No, it's just, and that's an argument that I can't really convince myself of. It's a 46-minute record. They botched the last reissue from 2 years ago. Granted, it could be for many reasons how they botched it, because many people were not happy with it. But 46 minutes can easily fit, well done, well mastered, on a single LP. Did they really stretch it out so that they could charge more?
Well, in the to Stunty's point, I do think that if you actually like a record, like for example, if Chance really likes that record and he bought the original one, it's only going to go up. And we're
gonna shoot holes in that because I bought it probably at the peak. Now we've got vinyl file sweeping my legs like Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, but that'll be a little bit of time.
There's one more thing. It has an etching on side 4. What is the common trait of records that have etching?
They're dog shit.
They're dished. So that's why I'm just
there is so like
I'm waiting.
The only thing, like, I think that's maybe a little, like, fucking nerdy to talk about or whatever, but, like, you really, really don't want to go over, even 22 minutes is a long side. Like, you don't want to go over that. So if it put it to 3 sides.
It depends on what you're doing. For example, direct master DMM.
Yeah, DMM you can cut closer, but look, I guarantee you that's not a DMM cut, though.
No, but I'll tell you something. I think my myth would be that DMM records don't sound as good as 45 RPM records.
DMMs are good,
but I have not cut at 45. It's
I know. But what I'm saying is that like there are other options out there. My myth would be, I don't think it's controversial because I always talk about it, but I don't think that just because it's all analog, it's good. I don't think
it's
that
not all
analog.
This one's not all analog.
No, but I'm saying the myth. We're talking about vinyl myths. My myth is that if it's caught AAA, it's gonna sound good.
No,
I think that there's a lot of instances where the digital copy, because right now you have no idea the beauties you can get out of digital transfers, because sometimes the digital transfer or the original tape once transferred to digitally, they have issues. They have surface noise. They have other stuff on them that you can remove digitally, and because you have a save file that you can do a bunch of stuff with, you're not stuck with just having to do it once at all. Because there are instances where I know Analog Productions done it, MoFi has done it, but they just like, oh, the original has this surface noise on it, like this tape hiss, and they leave it on for because it's more purity. Fuck that shit. Like if you're paying like $60 for a reissue and you're getting like a bunch of shit that was not on the original one, like what's the purpose of getting it? I think most reissue labels in the audiophile reign, they think of the title way more than the reason why they should reissue. They just dump it out. It's like, oh, what's cool? Oh, Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac is not cool. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Just why are you reissuing Fleetwood Mac's self-titled record?
I gotta catch you off there. I went to this thing called TikTok, and TikTok, there was a guy on a skateboard drinking an Ocean Spray and listening. He was vibing to a Fleetwood Mac song. Coolest shit I've ever seen.
No, period. But I deviated from Stunty's point. I know, but what I mean is that most of the times reissues will devaluate way than original copies, and no, it's a fact. And
no, it depends. You can't
make
a blanket statement. You can't make a blanket statement like that.
Here, can I? I got one. I'm gonna actually. Ronaldo's right. So I was gonna talk about, and I'll talk about this later. So this is an original Grace Jeff Buckley European. The ORG, a reissue, is significantly more than this copy. So to Arnold's point, it's not tried and true.
Well, it's Ween, tried and true. There all the reissues are as expensive or even more expensive than the original ones, and I get that, but that's like, it's still an original one, and it depends on the condition. It's probably you're gonna get better buck if you get an original one.
I think painting it with a broad brush, yes, I don't disagree with you. But to Arnaldo's point, it's not foolproof because sometimes.
When did the ORG came out?
2014. So the original came out in 95. So almost 9 years later, the ORG comes out, and by some accounts, the ORG is the top copy. I won't know because I will not go up to that price point. You're talking about a $700 record. Like for this title, I won't go up that high. I'll go where I went for this, but there it is. But again, maybe it's the exception to the rule. I don't know. I mean, but it does happen.
Look at the Led Zeppelin box that came out, the classic records.
Oh, are you talking about the travel case, or are you talking about the
what's it called? The Anvil, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's the road case that has all the albums.
It's called For Suckers. Let's go.
Well, yeah, and you could argue the same. Look at the Jimi Hendrix Axis Bold as Love, the very first one.
By the way, I had a really interesting Jimi Hendrix Ween moment a week ago, because while I was on the point of no return mentally, when I was losing it, that I couldn't buy it, I went to where all Ween fans go. I went to Facebook, the desolated land of Facebook, and I found someone saying a bunch of weird stuff that having trouble with the website as well. And it turns out that it was the guy that did the original artwork for Quebec. So I started talking with him, and when I looked him up on Discogs, his company has done pretty much every single Jimi Hendrix, the cover for almost all Jimi Hendrix posthumous records since like 2000, maybe 98 or something like that, like Valleys of Neptune and all of that. So there is a Ween Jimi Hendrix universe that they collide. So I don't know why I'm talking about it, but I met.
Well, no, I got to switch it real quick. So the Groove Seeker Chris he's doing economics. And so I wanted to put both lines of Chris. You want to read this one? I was putting it in the chat. if I can get this to work. But
yeah.
Let's see. So here, so this
I
is
just
the first
I just
one.
love like the corner case pulls
Oh.
on the argument. It's just factual, right?
Hang on. So here's the comment.
We need
I can
Joel.
put it
We
up.
actually need Joel for this.
So yeah, so this is part.
So 15 to 20 on new releases, which is like $32 to $36 in today's dollar. So we were paying, and by the way, CDs cost like $1.25 to manufacture back then in volume, probably less than that. So you look at the manufacturing or suggested
Or
wholesale
less than $1 to manufacture.
Right. So the wholesale, what was the wholesale price on it? Probably $1.75, $2.
No, the wholesale was always probably. I mean, the wholesale now on a CD is like $8.
Yeah, that's now when they're not making as much, so they're not getting. They're I mean, you would know this, right? Are they producing?
Yeah, the margin on the CD is still greater than the margin on the album.
Right. So but what I'm trying to offer a comparison is like when CDs were the main medium, you're paying 15 to 20. Okay, you paid $13.99.
Right.
You paid $13.99 at the Wiz once in a while because you got it in the first 3 days it came out. I get that. Or you go back catalog stuff was really inexpensive. But what that dollar is worth now compared to what we pay for records, it's kind of in line. And it's way more expensive to manufacture records right now. So it's like, I'm not saying that they're not expensive, but Chase brought up an interesting point. Like, what does it cost to go out to eat to get a hamburger? To get a hamburger now and a beer is $25 or $20 somewhere when it used to be $12. People don't do wing nights anymore in restaurants. Like, the economics are sliding, and I understand there's a lot of different nuances you can make in the argument, but they're really not that expensive right now, given what it costs to manufacture. And we were paying about the same for a less expensive medium that was dominant in the world. CDs were dominated. There was nothing but CDs. CDs put cassettes out of business, put vinyl out of business. So I don't agree that I want to pay $38.99 for a Tone Poet reissue. I wish I could pay $29.99, but
you can
if you wait. If you wait
and you go to Newberry Comics.
So if you take anything away from this episode is that wait it out, go to Newberry Comics, and not only will they slash the MSRP, they'll also 30% on top of that.
20%.
It's like they're paying you to take the record from them.
Okay, but this is a bad example. Like I'm using it against myself, as I said earlier. That's a boutique offering. That's not a standard new artist dropping a record that you can go buy at Walmart.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Anyway, all right. Well, I think we beat up myths enough. I know we've done a bad job of debuting our new segment, which I thought would be fun because, like one of the things I always liked about Jose brought up Facebook. In my early Facebook days, I did a little post, like anyone gave a shit what I was listening to, but I would like to share new music with people, and I would like to learn about new music. We talk about this all the time. How do you discover new music? So the new segment for Surface Noise, Win, Lose, or Fail, it's an easy one. What are you listening to this week? See, listen to that. So Jose, I know you had something. You had one in the chamber, so I want to go to you first on this. I know I appreciate the patience, waiting to debut the new segment. I'm going to make you big. Jose, Moreno Ron, what have you been listening to this week?
Well, I don't have all the records that I've been listening to because
just give us a taste. All
right. So I got this, which is a Coil live record. Can you see that?
Coil live. What kind of music is that?
This is music to make your brain banana pudding.
Banana pudding brain record. Okay, got it.
So this is Coil on Initiative, experimental electronic band that came from the ashes of Throwing Gristle and Psychic TV. And the thing that I will probably always envy more about Stunty than that I can tell, it's that he got to see them live. So, but I'm just happy that these guys, they were a couple. Both of them died like a gazillion years ago, and it's a mess of labels that everybody seems to own a little bit of their catalog, but they've been reissuing a lot of stuff that I don't know, that's amazing. Yes, Sean. But
is that a joke? Sean says Coil highly recommended all Fleetwood Mac fans just get it. Is that a joke, or does it have raging 100%. Harmonies and 100%?
Yes, 100% a fact. But I think that this beautiful music, live shows, I think they're really, really great. But having like official stuff, it's really nice. And there's a suit they used at the live show, pretty nice.
It looks like the Abominable Snow Monster from the Rudolph the Reindeer special.
Yes, and this is from 2000s. This just came out on vinyl for the first time, but yes, I guess you call it psychedelic music. But I think if I could make those charts where you could Kevin Bacon, you can like connect a bunch of
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think you can do that with Throbbing Gristle or Coil or stuff like that, because Chris Christopherson, the guy from the band, he took the photo for he used to work at Hypnosis. Everybody here knows Hypnosis, the Pink Floyd cover joint. So he took a bunch of covers for that. He did the cover for some of the I think the Melt, Peter Gabriel's Melt. He did a bunch of stuff photography wise for them. You could put Antoine LaVey, a founder of the Satanic Church. They are everywhere. They are like extremely all over the place. But
Dane Johnson wants to know if that's still
I got it today.
You really listen to it?
Yes, I got it today. But I've been, I listen to stuff in the car. But something that I've been listening to a lot. And it's
Jose, the Wolfman is here. He says Storm Thorgensen was a hack. Is that cutting language? Does that really hurt?
Who isn't a hack these days? But a recommendation that I would give everyone here, which is not a genre that I normally give out a shout out to. It's this is a solo album by what I think is one of the best indie pop bands right now. This is I don't know if anybody here knows the Marias, but they're a Puerto Rican band. But her name, this is called Not for Radio. The record's called Melt, but it's beautiful pop, girl singing vocals and all that. This is open, by the way, but which I think is funny because they started naming Black Editions. It's called Midnight Black Edition, which I think is right, but really nice pop music to just hang around the house. But yeah, the Marias, they just won a Grammy for something. I don't remember what, but these past Grammys, they won a Grammy for, I don't know what the fuck they got it for.
Blackest Vinyl. They won the award for Blackest Vinyl. Is that?
Yeah, maybe. But this is really beautiful. I think they're excellent, but her solo record, way better. I think it's a really nice pop music that if you think nothing's good come out of this world nowadays, listen to that shit.
Where else can the President of the United States make not one, not two, but 3 appearances on our program? This is incredible.
I mean, it's funny you say that, Paul, because best new metal album was won by Turnstile, which are a hardcore band. So who gives a fuck what the Grammys? I think U2 probably won metal at one point.
I think it did. All right, good stuff, Jose. Adam from the Freight, what are you listening to this week?
I got a bunch of picks, man. But
give us your 2 top ones.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I got this one I picked up recently. The Olympians. It's from Daptone. This is a new release. This was an Instagram ad that hit me, and they had the music rolling on the ad, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty dope. I mean, a lot of people are probably familiar with Daptone. Oh, there goes the camera.
No, you're good. I see it. We see you. You're there.
Okay. So anyway, it's people probably know Daptone. You know,
Duran Jones.
a lot of.
No, that's Colemine. No, you're thinking Sharon Jones, Charles Bradley. That.
Yeah. Sorry, I said Daptones. I meant
Colemine.
It is Daptone. That's the record label. That is the same kind of thing here.
Yes, got it. Okay, cool.
You see that?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a fantastic record. It's kind of that modern soul thing. Sorry, I'm coming in and out there.
No, I see it. You're there.
It's that modern soul thing, but this has like some lush arrangement. It has some strings on it, all instrumental, but really like deep groove. Has this modern thing, but still has the vintage vibes. Definitely something that I was took a chance on and was psyched to get. Really fantastic record.
And what's the title called? It's the Olympians. What's the name of the record? In Search of a Revival. Got it.
In Search of a Revival.
Wait, is that the beta band in the back?
Yeah, that one is. Yep. Now I will sell you 5 copies of it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Give us another one, Adam. What else you listen to this week?
Yeah, one more that I've been listening to recently. This is one that I put on today that is a record that I love, Jeff Beck. I'm a huge Jeff Beck fan. This was 2010 release, Emotion and Commotion.
That has Nessun Dorma, right?
It does. Yep. It does. A fantastic version of that. It's a Chris Bellman master, Groove Seeker.
That's right, baby.
I know he's your boy. He's awesome. Yeah. So anyway, it's a fantastic record. I remember when it came out in 2010. Haven't watched that. Haven't listened to it in a long time, and it's fantastic. So that was one that I listened to recently. And if you don't know this record and you're into Jeff Beck, this is like a sleeper Jeff Beck record. It doesn't get talked about very much in his catalog, but it is lights out dynamite record.
Isn't that one like mostly covers? Because I know the Nessun Dorma one. Right?
Yes, it is. It's covers, and he has guest artists like Joss Stone's on there, Imelda May's on there. He does a version of Over the Rainbow. He does a version of Lilac Wine. It's awesome. It's really, there are a lot of covers on here. It's really, really great. Honestly one of his best. And
I don't know why I know these facts, by the way, Chance.
Oh, it's a good record. Listen, you're just flexing. You're just giving us this all the time. All right, Groove Seeker. Give us what you've been listening to this week.
Just gotta give me. I'm in a dark place. I'm in the Hoffman forums right now, looking up his CD
prices.
God.
Grab a flashlight. You're going down.
I feel so much better about my points. That's all I'm saying. I've been listening to one thing the past week because it's 10 LPs. I'm just revisiting this Miles Davis Live at the Plug Nickel. Okay. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot to listen to and it's a lot to digest. So I haven't had time for anything else since Sunday.
Is that Kilometer Davis?
Yeah,
yes,
Kilometer Davis.
Kilometer Davis. Yeah,
everyone's favorite Kilometer.
But is that corrected speed or just regular speed?
It's corrected speed, remastered, adjusted for the price of CDs in 1997.
Oh no, you didn't find a way to bring that back. Look at you.
I don't know who. I don't care who cut it. I don't know who cut it. I just wanted the historical package to listen to everything.
Chris, you could really use a wonderful box sleeve from friends of the show, Vinyl Storage Solutions. They'll be able to take care of you. All I'm saying.
Chris,
yeah.
If that came out, I guarantee you, if that came out in 98 as a 10 CD box set, it would have been $200
easily. Yeah, easily. Like the 4-disc Pet Sounds Beach Boys Green long box set came out was 4 CDs and like $119.99. Yeah. But records are expensive. CDs weren't. It's
I thought that was a myth. No, I'm just kidding. Arnaldo, give us what you've been listening to this week.
Well, I mean, Does it have to be a new release or other
Whatever
stuff?
you've been listening to this week. No rails.
Okay, all right. So I've been listening to this, Jeff Buckley at the Cine or
Okay.
Shanae.
Nice.
Oh, that was a gift, right? A Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah,
If I recall.
Valentine's Day gift, and yeah, that was. I hadn't listened to this, and I have this on CD. Bought it. I don't know when did it come out? 20 years ago or more than that.
Sure.
I hadn't listened.
Was
to
it cheaper to get the CD back then?
No, you know what? I probably was working at Sony, so it was probably free. So it was great to listen to this again because I had forgotten how great it was.
Well, and you got that for free now, so it was the same price.
I got it for free too. Well, quote unquote for free. You know, there's always there's always something else attached to a gift. And I had to get a replacement copy because LP1 is warped, and LP2, the replacement copy of LP1 also arrived warped. A little less warped, but still warped. But whatever. It is what it is. Then I picked up a couple of things at High Fidelity, my favorite store in Amityville. That I don't know. Sometimes you go for one thing. Well, I went for one thing, which was this he had on hold for me. The David Bowie Ziggy Stardust.
How's that sound?
The MoFi. This is amazing. I have an original UK. It's like I don't know. I was speechless when I was listening to it.
Wow, speechless.
Yeah, it's just on another world. And it was a very, very good price. I recommend this to whoever can get their hands on it and loves this album. It blows away every other copy that I have. So
nice.
I sold mine. I wish
you
I
had it.
now. Yeah.
And
it's one of the few. It is one of the MoFis that I did keep. I did keep that one.
Oh, you have it. You have it, Chance.
I do. I was just curious how you thought it sounded.
Yeah, that one, and
it's the only copy I have. I didn't even like after I.
Oh, you don't need
to go get an original. Yeah,
you don't need another copy. The other MoFi that I've been trying to get, and it never goes down in price, is the Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by
Elton John. Yeah, that's $3. Like
yes,
all the.
Supposedly, that is also probably the best around. And while I was there, picking that up, I picked up also this. The
looks familiar.
Is that Nirvana the band, the movie soundtrack?
It's the Saturday afternoon special. It's a good one.
So that
from the Muddy Banks of the Wash, they're live.
Correct. Yes. Sorry. Yes. The live from the Muddy Banks.
Yep.
And I got also A Living Color.
Yeah.
Nice.
Vivid.
Yeah.
Cult of Personality. Shout out to Phil Brooks. You know.
And Jose's favorite. You can't pass up a copy that's still in shrink.
Oh, here it is. There it is. Just for Jose. Look at that.
And even Crazy Eddie's type sticker there.
Oh,
so,
nice.
$25. Huh?
Did you go your own way?
So
is that the textured cover?
Yeah, textured cover with the inner sleeve with the misprint.
Excellent.
And I don't own, and I'll probably never own, the censored copy, but this was as close as a minty copy I could find of Appetite for Destruction.
Appetite 87, yeah.
That's my least favorite Mickey Mouse Club record. Yeah.
Chance, can I make a correction to my presentation? I picked this as well because I got it from Joel at Static ATX, and it was unfair for me to mention that because that was my intention. So shout out to Joel. Thank you.
I think Joel left us. Joel left us. He made a comment. The comments were coming through fast enough for his liking. I think he just said, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joel.
Sorry,
my
Joel.
Apologies.
We'll come back next time. Sorry.
That discount comes at a price, Chris. You gotta scream it at your top of your lungs when you can.
Yeah.
I follow his rewards program.
The reward is the reward, and there's the website staticatx.com. Does a great deal. Packs well.
HTTPS, huh?
Yeah, that means it's secure. So your credit card information is secure.
It's
all right,
I'll copy paste.
I'll go through this real quick because we're running up on time. But I showed it earlier. Jeff Buckley Grace. I got finally tracked down an original. Like I've listened to this at least 3 times, and I've been listening to it in the car too. Not the record, obviously, but
Oh, you got a turntable in the car?
yeah, like Muhammad Ali. You ever seen that picture where he puts it? It's like by the ashtray. Yeah, it's right. It's in my Buick. It's in my '65 Buick. But I mean, this record, like I said, I'm never going to step up and get the $800 ORG from 2014. But this is 94, 95, I forget. European original first, excellent. One of the best albums of the '90s, like hands down. So
half Panamanian, Jeff Buckley.
That's right. Yeah. Have you seen the documentary? You know, and then I showed it earlier, but literally, and I was doing this more because I was just play testing it. But I saw this Wednesday. Was it Wednesday night? Yesterday? Or I forget. It might have been Tuesday. It was Tuesday night. Just running some errands. We ducked into a resale shop. It's like this place. It's called Vintage Stock. It's like they have games and like they have everything, right? It's poo-poo platter. What they don't have is good records anymore. They did it for a minute.
Because you got them.
Well, yeah. but they opened up in the mall. You know, we had to run something back to my anyway. I tell the story only because I'm like, hey, can we duck in here? My wife's like, yeah. She rolls her eyes, that kind of thing. Totally get it. But we go in and $4. Like clearly, it's it feels good when you get a good deal. And so I listened to it like front to back because I wanted to play test it because I will probably be moving on from this. Spoiler alert, because I already have a copy. But
wait, were you play testing it in front of them?
No. There was a box. Listen, they keep their used they keep all their used records in the floor in like a U-Haul box. Oh. So you got to earn it.
If you show too much interest on a dollar record, they get suspicious.
No. As soon as I picked it up and it's a VG cover, but anyway, it's nice. It's for $4. Van Gelder original Blue Note. I'll take it. But anyway, I listened to the hell out of that yesterday, play testing it, and it is Fantiste, chef's kiss. Because Lee Morgan's my guy. Like, it's almost good enough. I could feel the tractor beam trying to pull me back to jazz, but I was fighting it. I was like, no. My wallet was fighting. My wallet was talking to me. My wallet said, "Don't do it, concert buddy. Don't do it." And,
wait, Chance, did you see his documentary? Did you see it? I called him Morgan.
What turned me on to Lee in the first place was I liked Sidewinder. I actually bought my first copy of Sidewinder, not an original. I forget. It might have been like a first reissue at a store in Columbia, Missouri. And I was talking to the shop owner, and he recommended the documentary. I went and watched it, and then I just became obsessed with like getting as much Lee Morgan stuff as I could. And quite frankly, that's the stuff that tried and true. If like I know the Tone Poet just came out this week, I think it was one of the latest Tone Poet releases. City Lights, I think it is. Is that the one, City Lights?
Oh, mic drop.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll be picking that up at some point. I'm waiting for the sale. I don't need them week of release, but I'll get them on sale.
Let's talk offline. This is an extra copy.
So, what's that documentary called? Just I don't know. I've never seen it.
It's a must watch. I called him Morgan. It was on Netflix.
Yes. It was on Netflix for a long time. That's where I watched it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth spending whatever you have to spend on.
Yeah. No, I'll track it down.
It's very good.
It's called Called Him Morgan. Past tense. Called him Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah. So it tells you everything. It's very comprehensive. And I mean, Child Prodigy. I'm not gonna tell those stories. If you know, you know. If you don't, like, encourage.
Will it bore someone who is not into jazz?
No, because it's great. It's great if you're just like on the fringe, because you learn a lot. You learn about the new Jazz Messengers because he was in it with Art Blake. He basically put him up in his first kind of touring ensemble, and then he kind of goes on his own, talks about it. You learn so much about it just because like all those guys were like playing on each other's shit, and then you learn like he hit every great player, prodigy, drug addiction, died early. Like he hit all the bellwether marks in like the typical, air quotes, typical jazz story. And then he's killed by like his ex-wife or girlfriend. He moved on anyway.
Interesting. And a lot of recognizable New York like landmarks, a lot of footage. Like there's stuff in the Bronx and whatnot where he lived. It's really cool. So it's a great doc.
Stunty is right, though. I didn't say this. It did lack some Denzel Washington cameos. He's right about that. There was not enough Denzel in the documentary. So
that's why they're doing the Sweetney Sweeney one, Marvin Gaye one.
Hang on. Sydney Sweeney's now playing Lee Morgan in a new biopic. Oh my gosh, she's everywhere.
It's just a little makeup.
Hardest working woman in show business by far.
Like 2 blushes of makeup, but bam. You know.
Yeah, Elliot says his common law wife was from my neck of the woods, grew up poor as dirt, returned there after prison.
That's the most southern comment I've read in a while.
Well, hang on, Elliot. So is this one of those things where you like drive through and it says, welcome to whatever your town's called, and it says home of Lee Morgan's ex-wife who murdered him and ruined his life and ruined jazz fans? You know what I mean? Like, you're usually proud of like your exports. I don't know. Is this something that's on the city sign? Tell us in the comments.
Chance, they repressed that Live at the Lighthouse box.
I already got it.
You have it?
I have the box, and then I have the original release from '73. Was it? That was like what, four or five discs? I forget what it was.
Yep. Nice. That's great. That's a great
I like
set.
Lee. I'll invest and I will go hard. I think I have like 5 copies of Sidewinder, just because
Nice.
like I can't get enough of it.
Because you love cider.
I love cider. I do like the East. What's it called? The cider down there in
You
Austin?
remember? Oh, there you go. Austin East ciders.
Yeah, the closest I can get them. It's fantastic. Great cider. All right, Chris, we're at the end of the show. What is the F-bomb count? Let's do the our favorite, the drum roll, please. Here we go.
Lucky number 13.
13. Congratulations, Jose. You came in late, but you left great. You brought greatness to the table and doubled up from last week. So everyone appreciates that. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, that's the end of Surface Noise for this week. Thank my guests for joining me. Another show in the books. We'll be back next week. I'm sure we're going to hear all about Jason's adventures in VinylCon. He has a new apartment. I don't want to bury the lead here, but Jason's going to have a lot to talk about. And hopefully he saves some of that. I know he's going to go on that VC Social Club on Monday and probably spill his guts. But don't worry. I'll interrogate the hell out of him next week, and we're going to get the real answers. But tables D13 and D14, if you're down there in Atlanta, check it out. But anyway, good show, guys. Adam, thanks again for joining us. We're going to once you get up to 5, we give you a nice smoking jacket. So something to look forward to.
Awesome.
I'll need your measurements after the 4th time. But anyway, thanks, everybody. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you don't. Hit the dislike button. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Something to improve about. But until next time, thanks for joining us. We will see you. Good vinyl luck to you, each and all. Good night.